Right, now let's look at how we might enter scores into a traveller. I'm not sure a user or the actual scorer would do this, but I mean, you could split the job between a number of scorers if you wanted to, because it is only one database, but lots of people can write into the database. One thing I've noticed is when you're entering scores that you might have a lot of scores quite similar. So a quick way to do that would be to enter, say, 3 no trumps by South, making 9, and then whatever's the same, and then maybe 1 trick more in another row, 1 trick less, just with pluses and minuses, and then maybe somebody, just one pair made 4 hearts by South and everybody else was in 3 no trumps, so you could do it like that quite quickly. So that's board 2 pretty much scored now. You can see the board 2's results are in the database there. So they're showing green. Okay, I'm loading up Scorebridge itself now, and even though I haven't got all the scores in by any means, I'm going to see what it's like, what Scorebridge makes of it if you give it the partial results. So I'm exporting the database now to make a Scorebridge file out of it, and it shows you that directory that it's written it to is the one that Scorebridge expects it to be in. So I don't even have to drag and drop, I can just refresh the list and retrieve it. So those few names that I entered have shown up in Scorebridge, plus the scores that I've got so far. So you can see the score sheets. With board 2 I put most of the scores in there. Right, now we moved on to the end of the evening, let's say, and we've only got a few more. It's table 7 that hasn't quite finished yet. It's just 3 more boards to score. Here's the score sheets, looks much better now. I've actually put a lot of names in as well, so I've filled out all the names. Let's select table 7 and score those last 3 boards. We're shown round 9 of 9. We've got the 3 boards automatically selected for us. Let's put some random scores in. You see the travellers coming back now are much more complete. You get a much better idea of how you've done on that board. The scores are a bit ridiculous though, because most of them are randomly generated, even more ridiculous than you might see on a club evening. Right, this is my last board. So that shows that I've finished. Okay, we better go and just check that everything's in and complete now. It's all green, so we're all complete. We need to refresh this screen of the scores. You see those last 3 boards come in. It doesn't automatically refresh like the other screens. A bit processor intensive to keep doing that. Let's put that now into Scorebridge then. Not to confuse ourselves, we'll remove the part event that we did earlier, and then we'll go back to Bridget and export the full event to a Schoolbridge file. You don't have to worry about overwriting a previous one because it's got time and date as well as the date. Okay, and this is in Schoolbridge now. Retrieve the event, and we can see everything's complete now in Schoolbridge as well. So we also check that the score sheets are the same in Schoolbridge as they are in Bridget. So we'll go into Bridget and select a random traveller. We go to edit board traveller, we'll be able to see what the scores were on that board. Okay, let's say board 17, go to that. Yeah, we're on 14 in Schoolbridge 17. Doing a visual compare, and they all look the same. 3 against 9 is showed and not played in Bridget, whereas it's removed in Schoolbridge. That's a slight difference. That's what it's supposed to be. So we now check the final result. That should be the same as we had with our running score. Let's just check that's up to date. Yeah, and we got 62.56 for the winners. Let's try and arrange Schoolbridge as you can see. I can see 62.56 in both of them. Yeah, they all look, those are the same pairs. 68914, 68914 north south, and 62.56, 54.92 as the percentages.